walls, flickering candles, and warm blankets waited behind every door. But the little girl had no door to open, no home to return to, not even a corner to hide in. So she crouched down in a narrow space between two buildings. She tucked her knees to her chest, trying to hold in what little warmth remained. Snow settled on her hair like a delicate crown, but she didn't notice. She was too cold. Her fingers ached, numb and raw. She looked down at the matches in her lap. If she struck just one, maybe it would warm her just a little. She took one out. Scratch. The flame sparked to life. It was small but warm. The orange light flickered gently, dancing on the brick wall beside her. In that flame, she imagined a warm stove, black iron and softly glowing. She stretched her feet toward it, and for a moment it felt real. She could almost feel the warmth seep into her skin. But then the match burned out. The stove disappeared. She struck another. Scratch. This time she saw a room filled with candles, a table spread with food, roast goose, golden and steaming. The scent seemed to drift into the air. The bird even seemed to move, to walk toward her, offering its warmth. Then the flame went out. Darkness again. She lit a third match. Scratch. And suddenly she sat beneath a Christmas tree, taller than any she had ever seen. Its branches were filled with lights and stars and ornaments that sparkled and ornaments that sparkled like the night sky. She reached out toward them, and one of the lights rose slowly, floating upward like a star into the heavens. She watched it go, and remembered what her grandmother had once told her. When a star falls, a soul rises to heaven. Her heart ached. Her grandmother, the only person who had ever truly loved her, was gone now. Lonely tears touched her cheeks. So she struck another match, and there she was, her grandmother, glowing in soft light, warm and kind and vision dimmed. No, she quickly struck all the matches at once. Flames danced. A golden glow lit the night, and her grandmother stood clearly now, arms open wide. She lifted the girl gently, and together they rose up into the sky, beyond the rooftops, past the clouds. They were surrounded by light and peace and warmth. She felt no more cold, no more hunger, no more fear. The next morning, as the sun rose gently over the snowy town, passerby found the little girl still nested between the buildings. Her face was calm, her lips smiling faintly. Matches lay burned beside her. They said she tried to warm herself. They didn't know what she had seen. They didn't know she had gone somewhere full of love and light. They didn't know she wasn't cold anymore. She had gone home. And this is it, the story of the little match girl. Something for us to think about, that out there are probably people who are in need of our help. Unfortunately, they have no one to turn to. I didn't want this video to get too sad, but it's a beautiful story nonetheless. And with that, I bid you an amazing